I mean, that was a solid 6, 7 years of training. Really, spending time. I spent a little bit of time in a chicken coop.
Hello. Hi, Michael. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, and you?
Good, thank you. Very good.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to be talking to you, and especially about the gentleman. So, Daniel, everybody wants to know, how long have you been training for that chicken dance?
I mean, that was a solid 6, 7 years of training. Really, spending time. I spent a little bit of time in a chicken coop. It was cold, but it had to be done for the art.
Method.
It was pure method. I only spoke in clucks for a few weeks prior to shooting. But no, it's fun, isn't it? It's good to. It's great to get the opportunity to kind of do something so absurd and.
Exactly. But jokes aside, what was about Freddie that got your attention to be part of the series?
You know what? I was really drawn to the idea of someone who is kind of from this privileged world, but is ultimately none of it is enough because none of it can kind of fill the hole, the void inside him that comes from being not the favored son. You know what I mean? But being the sort of the black sheep of the family, and I think that pain is the source of a lot of the chaos in the show, but it is also kind of the source of a lot of the comedy that comes from my character as well, I think. So that felt like something that would be a challenge to play and something that would kind of had lots of potential.
Michael, your character Jimmy is also very funny. How did you prepare to play him? Did you like have someone that you know that is like fun and crazy like him? A little crazy.
That someone would be myself. There's elements of me where I like to be a bit goofy, a bit silly with the kids, friends and family. So going through the script and sort of seeing that element in the character, I thought, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna hone in on that and bring that to light. And yeah, well, I hope it goes down very well.
Yeah, on set, I bet you guys have fun as well, but how was like work with Guy Ritchie? And what did you learn from him that you guys gonna take for the rest of your career? Daniel?
Well, it was awesome to get the chance to work with him. We've been kind of like, we're of that age group, we've been watching his movies since we were in our teens, and Lock, Stock and Snatch had a big impact on me. And culturally, sort of being British, those were big British movies when we were growing up. So it was exciting to get the chance to work with him. But he does have such a unique way of working that it is, to some degrees, a couple of other people, lots of the people on the shoot had worked with him before. This was my first time. And they were like, in a way, a lot of the skills you learn, you could only apply on a Guy Ritchie shoot because it's so specific the way that he works. He really kind of feels his way with the rhythm of a scene. He's not afraid to just completely throw the script away and just build the scene from the ground up. But I like to kind of improvise. I like to play around, and for me, it was all just sort of playtime.
And for you, Michael?
For me, this acting stuff is very new. So I think from an actor's point of view, from taking anything from Guy was the confidence. Working with him, he gave me that confidence that, Michael, you're doing a good job, and that sort of leads me on to go forth and have that sort of confidence within myself that I'm able to do something. And watching Guy as a writer, filmmaker, director, that was truly amazing to see how cool, calm and collective he is, yet so professional. And he's always like trying to work with a smile, with good energy. So yeah, that really helped us on set, and something that I sort of looked upon and thought, yeah, going forward, I would love to be able to work so calmly.
Yeah, and Daniel, do you think Fred is gonna accomplish everything that he wants by the end of the season?
100%. I have full faith in him to do whatever he sets his mind to. No, I mean, I think that was obviously a gift of a part to sort of play this guy who has there's such a huge disconnect between the way he views himself and the way the world sees him, or really the way he thinks the world should see him, the status he feels like he should have. Because it's funny, but it's tragic. Every time he sets himself on a course, you just know that it's the wrong course. He always turns left where he should turn right. So I'm not sure he will.
I don't think he does. But you never know.
Who knows?
You never know. I love him. Like, I think he's free spirit that sometimes he doesn't do on purpose the stuff. It's just like it's
He's
a little
wild man.
Wild card.
He is a wild card, and it is really fun to get the opportunity to play. We both kind of, I guess, are sort of disruptors in these worlds, these very sort of organized worlds, organized crime and organized wealth. We're the kind of the mad dogs.
And I think that really highlights the Guy Ritchie vibe. I think he really does that really well. And I think putting it into Freddie and Jimmy, it comes across really, really beautiful.
Exactly. And Michael, if your character Jimmy would describe for me the gentleman, how he would say to me.
What, the gentleman, the show, or?
Yeah, the show.
I would say it's a very, very smart gangster film. So it covers so much. It's not your usual gangster film where you just got the good guy, bad guy, and drugs and money and violence. It's all of that, but there's a whole nother layer to it. The whole dynamics of the family, the wealth, the class divide. I think it's a great show. I think Guy Ritchie's put together a monster.
And for you again, I forgot to ask you, how was like work with Kaya?
How was it working with Kaya?
Yeah.
It was fantastic. She is awesome. She's a phenomenal actress and a super fun human being, and I think we all had kind of a good bond. There was an element of like needing to feel like we could go to weird and dangerous and scary places with it, and working with someone like Guy who's so specific when he hands you a bunch of fresh, I don't know, a 2-page speech you've never seen before. You need to have that confidence that your co-stars are ready, but like on your side and backing you up. And I feel like Kai has been doing this a long time, and she's a pro.
Yeah, and Theo, the relationship that you develop with him, Daniel, it's amazing. So how was like you grabbed that chemistry with you?
Well, I mean, it came kind of naturally. I think we both knew that chemistry was key to the show, and that the thing, in order for the story to work, you kind of have to believe that these brothers do love each other, despite the dysfunctionality of their relationship. And we knew each other a little bit beforehand, not a huge amount, but I think enough to be able to kind of trust each other. And I was a fan of his work. Still am a fan of his work. Seeing him in White Lotus, and seeing a lot of him in White Lotus, and just feeling like I was so impressed watching him. It's a lot to kind of carry a show like this, and he is smart and he works hard and he pushes to make the thing as good as it can be, and so we had fun, but I feel like I learned a lot watching him work and watching him kind of navigate that complicated responsibility of being a sexy leading man.
Amazing. I just want to thank you so much for your time, Daniel, Michael. A lot of success, and I hope everybody liked the series. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.